You're gonna sit here and work while we're trying to talk to the people?
I'm talking to you. I'm talking.
Really? You're gonna stay here and do work?
I gotta get this stuff in the mail. I'm a busy woman.
Do you? Okay, hand me some of these. This is ridiculous.
No! Don't you dare. Don't you dare.
We have stuff to do right now.
You can't touch my stuff. Don't. Thank you, Moocher.
See, she loves Mooch. She hates me. I think this is gonna be good. This is gonna be great, actually. Because this looks... I kind of like this. I like this setup a little bit better. We're gonna have to figure out how to use this, but that's gonna be a later date. Because Marianne doesn't know where any of the stuff is. I don't know Apple products.
Look, I buy all the stuff.
Yes!
Look, I buy all the stuff for these people. I buy them the, whatever that thing, what do you call that thing? An iPad? I buy that, and I buy all the equipment they might possibly need with it, keyboard, the whole nine. Some special thing you plug into the iPad that has all these different ports on it. And I give the person that requested the iPad all of the stuff, and then they come to me and they say, well, how do we plug this in? I'm like, I don't know. Maybe you should get the port that I gave you when I gave you the iPad. But does anyone know where that's at? Oh, where is it at? Why are you asking me? I bought it.
Do you see what it says on that iPad? What's it say on there? Let me just... That says engine 461. Does that say C460 on it anywhere?
Oh my gosh. Somebody actually signed Joe Kaczynski's check from the first part of December finally. See, Joe can't sign his own checks because, you know, he's a fire chief and that would not be appropriate. So he had a reimbursement check that's been sitting here since the 1st of December because we had to find a second signature that wasn't his.
That's why we have separations of duties, so the chief can't sign his own check, because that would look wrong, don't you think?
Yeah, so, yeah.
So, that's neat. Well, at least Joe can have his check now.
Hey, Mooch, will you grab me a stapler?
You're gonna sit here and work while we're trying to talk to the people?
I'm talking to you. I'm talking.
Really? You're gonna stay here and do work?
I gotta get this stuff in the mail. I'm a busy woman.
Do you? Okay, hand me some of these. This is ridiculous.
No! Don't you dare. Don't you dare.
We have stuff to do right now.
You can't touch my stuff. Don't. Thank you, Moocher.
See, she loves Mooch. She hates me.
I don't hate you. No, I don't hate you. You know I don't hate you.
You don't. I know.
But Moochie's my little sweet
Oh
friend.
no, Moochie's your little, what are you, Princess 2 or 3? I have it 3, that's right.
Ireland's 1, Aubrey's 2, I'm 3.
That makes sense. I am impressed though.
With what?
With how fast that little gremlin runs to you when you shake her little puffcorn. We were clear on the other side of the bay. And I was like, oh, you want to go see the lady in the window that's got all your treats? And she goes... and then she hears you rattle that thing and...
She's so cute. And she says, you know what she says to me? Tain't you, how can I resist a kid? I'll buy her 1,000 bottles of that. What is that stuff? Gerber Puffs. Gerber Puffs. I bought her Gerber Puffs.
They're so good though.
They're fruit flavored. Have you tried one?
They're so good.
I can try
You should try one.
I did give one to my dog. Because Ridgie is as spoiled as the princesses are.
Yes.
And my dog Ridge. And he is not a baby. He's a full-grown Chesapeake Bay Retriever, but I treat him like a baby. Do you even have that plugged in? Why did you just push that forward?
Because it looks like we're an actual
It looks like we're actually doing it.
It does. It's not even on. But apparently Will thinks that this is how it needs to look.
It looks like we're real podcasters. We're really not.
Anyway.
We pretend. We play one on TV.
See, this is when we need like the Bluetooth mics.
Yeah,
We just
that hook onto our shoulder.
You know what?
Yeah.
Is
That
she
would
going to
be the
vacuum
thing.
in here?
I don't know.
Do
Maybe.
you want to shut that door?
Oh.
Hey, Moocher, Princess number 3. Would you mind shutting that door? Maybe slide the little thing over to in meeting.
Meeting in progress.
Meeting in progress.
We'll take care of this later.
Because you're doing this on camera.
It's fine. It's hot in here.
He pulls his shirt off and says, "I don't look at me."
That doesn't
But
matter.
he's gonna put it on YouTube.
That's fine. It'll be fine. Why is it 900 degrees in here, by the way?
It's not 900.
I am
It's
sweating.
71.
I am sweating.
I think you and Joe have an issue. I think you guys get hot really fast for no good reason.
It's 90s.
And it is not. Do you feel hot in here?
No, I'm like perfect right
Me
now.
too. Me too.
So that's how you know that
See,
it's
now this
boiling.
is. Now
in
hold
here.
on. This is completely obstructing you.
That's fine.
It looks stupid. Put it right there now. Okay.
Okay. Anybody else sleep last night?
No, I try not to until the weekends. What do you think? Yes, of course I slept last night.
Was
Yeah,
it
kind
was it good?
Why don't you sleep?
I don't know. I had a lot of stuff running through my mind. Which reminds me, running through my mind. Joe,
Spit it out.
you, myself, and Chief Joe need to sit down later and talk about some stuff and things.
Our insubordination.
Yes. Your insubordination, really.
Well, you get what you pay for.
There it is!
I mean, it is what it is, people, and I ain't changing. So.
Well, what else? What else we got going on? Have you seen all the stuff that Jason Kelsey is now talking about after what was it? It was Sunday's debacle.
Sunday's debacle.
Yeah, Sunday's debacle.
What? Just because he had his Buddha belly out? What's wrong with that? Jason Kelly and the Buddha belly. I just want to give him a little pat on his
Rub
Buddha
that for
belly.
good luck.
He's adorable. What is wrong with Jason Kelsey?
It's so funny.
I love that guy.
Oh yeah, he's so great. And
What's
of course,
People are stupid.
they have to talk about it on their podcast.
Yeah.
So shout out to Jason Kelsey and Travis Kelsey.
We love you guys.
If you ever watch this, I'm gonna tell everybody that watches our stuff, go watch their stuff because they're hilarious.
I love those guys. They're so like happy-go-lucky, fun-loving,
It's good time.
family fellas. I just think they're super cool.
But they're talking about it on there, and
Oh, I can't. Yeah, I can do this.
he's talking about how he pre-warned Kylie that he was gonna do it.
that?
Yeah.
He's had his belly out before.
Oh no, that he was gonna jump out the window.
Oh.
He's like, "Oh yeah, just a heads up." I gave her a heads up,
I'm not gonna put
and I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm as soon as Travis scores a touchdown, I'm out that window." She's like, "Don't you dare!"
this. Why?
Oh yeah,
So
it's happening. And then he goes into the story of because that was the first time that Kylie and Jason were meeting Miss Swift
That was the first time they met
in person.
Taylor?
Yeah, in person.
Wow, I just assumed that they had already met her.
So Kylie wanted to make a good impression, and of course Jason.
Just be you, man. He was just himself.
I was gonna say, and of course Jason was like, "Our first date, I was blackout drunk at the bar and fell asleep. I mean, you gotta set the bar low."
Is that what he said?
It was good stuff. No, it was good.
What's wrong?
I'm done. You're too busy working on work.
What? I was just.
We can do this later.
Okay, I was just gonna say, this here, this is the check from the FEMA money for our new SCBA's. We gotta pay Sea Western.
Yep.
Anyway, okay. Well, I'll just put this to the side then.
Could you focus?
Well, I'm focusing, but
Our fans
I can't-
need you
I
to
just-
pay attention to them.
Our 7 fans.
21. We actually have 21 subscribers
yeah,
now.
get out of here. We're practically famous now.
We are this close. We are almost famous.
Shout out, hey Aunt Julie. And,
Hi, Mom.
And
My mom doesn't watch them anymore.
Why not?
She's too busy. I told her you don't have to watch it. You just have to
What-
listen to it. And she
Oh,
goes, but I have to be like present and
Oh.
listen to it. And
Hi,
not do
Steve
my
Berg.
work.
oh yeah, Steve Berg watches us now. Well,
Yeah.
Steve-O. Oh,
hey,
did I?
hey Matt, if you're watching.
Oh, that's right. You sent Matt the link for it.
Yeah, he sent me some. Okay, Matt, I'm really sorry that I haven't called you back in 2 days. Been a little busy, and he sent me this big long. He obviously watched one of the podcasts. I think it might have been one of the earlier ones because he was razzing me about water intake. I think it might have something to do with
Oh, yeah, your ginormous gallon of water that you carry around.
this, Matt. And so he was kind of razzing me on a big long message. And I'm sorry, Matt. I'm going to try and call you today. So yeah.
What's surprising for everybody that doesn't know, she had one of
I
those.
drink.
She-
She drinks.
She had one of those gone by lunch yesterday, and then we filled it up again, and I was pretty sure it was gone when she left. So 2 of those.
1.5.
Well,
I haven't filled
anyway,
it up yet today.
anyway, never see her go to the bathroom ever. Like she holds
she
it.
doesn't.
She holds it in like a camel because she's scared of the bathroom.
Okay, I'm not
shit.
scared. I
Oh,
have
yeah.
phobias. Maybe. Is it a phobia? I
It's
don't
definitely
know.
a phobia.
I just don't understand
I
why.
don't
'cause
like to
it's
pee.
normally
Public
just us girls here.
I don't like.
it's like-
There's something about.
So I have a.
I know I'm not the only one
That's
in the
fine.
world.
We don't need to talk about your bathroom phobia. I just have a question. When you get home, how long?
Oh, this is what happens when I get home. So usually I get up the front steps and I want to pee my pants. And so Oli is usually there and he'll be like in his recliner because he gets up earlier than me and so he gets home earlier than me. And I am like, don't talk to me. And I'm like doing this pee-pee dance. And the dogs are like, oh, mom's home. And they're wanting to get attention. But I'm like, get out of my way. And I am doing the pee-pee dance to the, you ask Olaf.
Oh,
All
I
the way to
guarantee
the
it.
bathroom, and he's like, "Why do you do this? You're gonna have bladder issues when you're older." And maybe so, but I can't help it. I can't help it. It's just I got a little. I don't like. If I'm here all alone, I'll go pee. Honest to God, this is. I'm sorry that this is a thing, but it's real. If I'm here alone,
Oh, we have a LoSAP meeting in 10 minutes.
I'll
but
hit
we
the
don't.
bathroom. But if anyone is here, I don't know why it is. I won't do it. I not unless I'm gonna pee. I'm literally gonna pee my pants, and there have been times.
Oh yeah, there's. I think in the.
I
I'm
just
working on
can't
2
do it.
years. 2 years that I've worked here.
Yeah, I'm sure
2.5 maybe.
something like that.
Yeah, somewhere around there. I think I've seen you pee once a year.
I mean, I do. It comes out.
But
Interestingly, but interestingly, I did drink a ton of water. I had to pee 3 times last night,
Well, duh. You didn't pee at all here.
and it irritates me.
Your bladder is not that
It
big.
really irritates me because I don't want to get up in the middle of the night to have to go pee.
Then
And I'm
Pee
sorry if
why?
I'm offending you, but pee is a thing, and it happens, and we all do it. So I'm just going to use
why
the
don't
word
you go while you're here?
because I have a little bit of an issue. I don't
Okay,
like to use public
let's-
restrooms of
let's
any type.
Bring the water back over here. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Okay. Guaranteed, your bladder is not that big.
Well, it holds on in there somewhere.
How? Does it back up into your
I think
kidneys?
maybe I stretched it out a little bit with all the years that I haven't peed at
Holy
work.
Moses.
I've been here for 10
Like
and a half
this
years.
is okay. Where are we at? This
Um,
is 2 liters.
I would even do it. I remember doing it at Camp 18. Unless I had to go.
Oh yeah,
and
you
there's
don't
like,
you don't want to go to the bathroom in Camp 18.
you don't want to go to the bathroom at Camp 18, but I would hold it unless it was so bad. You drank so much coffee, you had to go. I don't know. I've always done it. I don't like. Ask Larry Boxman, who does not watch our podcast.
Thanks,
Um,
Larry.
If you ask Larry if I used his bathroom on Sunday when I went over there to watch football, he would say, no, she didn't.
No, because you're too entrenched in the game, though.
That, but I would hold it until I got home. I don't know. Why do I talk about this stuff? Let's move on. It's my own issue. God, this is a ridiculous thing to talk about. Is my issues with
Public
bathrooms.
restrooms.
Yeah.
As you can see, Marianne still hasn't called for any sponsors. We're almost to like episode 10. I think this next one.
Here's the deal.
we're
Do I
recording
drink
9.
that coffee?
No, but
Do
you
I
have.
drink
You have.
those
I've
drinks?
seen you. I've
You
seen you
drink
drink
the
the coffee.
Yep.
I'm not.
How often do you drink the coffee, Will?
Are we talking like how much a day?
How many
or-
times during the work week do you drink that coffee, Will?
Again, are we talking?
Oh,
how
look
much,
at him trying to
or-
avoid it. Because I would just say this for both of you and both of your dumb drinks.
I want everybody to go back to the first episode of You Get What You Pay For and listen
Nobody
to what
wants to do that.
she has to say about our sponsors. And I'm pretty sure recorded
I think you guys-
on all of the interwebs
No,
for
I
all the
think-
interwebs to see. Marianne says, and I quote,
But I've changed
"Once
my
we
mind.
make
I'm a
5
woman.
episodes.
I changed my mind.
5 episodes. Not 15.
But who
5.
would be the best advocate for those drinks because they drink them?
And we're not talking about advocating for said
Oh,
drink. I can do that on here.
You could simply
But
go
talking
say,
to-
"Wow, your drinks are amazing.
talking to the
we really
old-
believe
old
in them."
peoples
We,
to
by the
come
way, we
sponsor
have
us.
a podcast.
So
And
we're
we
not
would
using
like
a stinking
you
iPad
to
and a
adver-
microphone that's not plugged in right now. Like if we could get some actual recording equipment, that would be great. Could you imagine?
Why is it all on me? I don't
Because
even like this stuff. I don't even like
That's
this
fine.
stuff.
You don't have to
I
like
mean,
it.
oh, it's great. That's
Maybe-
not a good way to get a sponsor, is it? It's not that I don't like, it's just not, I drink water, people. I am a
Coffee's water.
49-year-old, super
I just-
ultra boring human
I
being.
just want to say,
And I
what's
drink
the first
water.
ingredient? Mooch, can you read that for me? Because I can't.
Carbonated water.
Oh, look. Oh, water.
Oh, good, well that's
First
good.
ingredient.
How much do you pay for carbonated water every day then?
$3.09.
Is it that much at Mini Mart now? Don't they do 2 for $5?
Why don't you just drink some water and blow
That'll
some
be
bubbles in it?
That's dumb.
A lot of the times I do, but
I was gonna say most of the places I go, it's like 2 for $4.45.
Wow, well
or-
that's much better.
Or I go to Old Wally World and get a 20-pack and it's like $20.
Okay, well anyway, that's nice.
So yeah, we decided that on our first episode that after 5 episodes,
I've changed
You
my
would
mind
start-
since then. I've
that's
changed my
fine.
mind since
That's
then.
fine. You can change your mind, but it's recorded, so you can't change your mind now. So you have to do it. The people want you to do it. The people want better
No one
recording
has told me
experience.
that. No one's told me that. And whose great idea was it to move it into this giant room with possibly better lighting? I think this is better lighting
Yeah, I
than
think
the
this
office.
I think we actually, using the iPad, I think we have better camera quality already.
Yeah.
The only problem is,
We're trying to get better. It's a slow process.
yeah, we're learning.
Yeah.
We're learning. There's a
Yeah.
stapler and
I work here. I work here.
your office is that direction. We're filming.
I was just trying to kill 2 birds with one stone.
No, you weren't. You were trying to feed 2 birds with 1 scone.
I was just. Anyway. By the way, Aunt Julie, I'm gonna tell on Kaylee she still hasn't eaten the last cinnamon roll.
Yeah, she
that
really
Will
hasn't.
saved her.
I even saved it for her. I walked in this morning.
What are you waiting for,
Julie.
Kaylee? Sourdough pancakes? Did you see the bread she made? Is the bread over there?
Yeah, I thought you were bringing stuff for French toast.
Oh, crap. You know, I get busy in the morning.
I told Kaylee to call you because I figured you weren't gonna bring it, so I was gonna bring
If you
some.
would have, yeah, I told you to remind me because I am a very forgetful person. You know who's not forgetful? Will. Will remembers everything. So
Not true.
You will.
Today,
You remember.
today I
what's
had
up.
a little mishap.
You did.
But continue your story. how
Because Joe and I
amazing I
have
am.
decided, Joe and I, Chief Joe Kaczynski and I have decided that Will
You should
has the
have given it
best
up.
memory brain
It's way better.
of all of us. Yeah,
Put
why didn't you
it
give up?
put it in the microwave for 15 seconds. You'll love
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
It turns ooey gooey. Deliciousness. I don't know. Joe has a pretty good memory. There's just a lot of useless.
He is like Joe is the. I don't want to say useless. It is.
It's pretty useless.
No,
I have
he
a lot of that.
okay. Joe has all this. I watched Joe one time. I think I told you this. I watched Joe one time put a firefighter probie through his paces of putting on. He was timing him. We were all out in the bay. Joe's like, "Come out here. I want you to video this." I felt weird because the poor guy. So he times him while he's putting on his turnouts and his SCBA. And while the guy's doing this, and you know they practice this because they're supposed to do it within a certain time frame. What's the time frame?
For just turnouts, you get a minute. For turnouts and SCBAs, it's a minute 30.
Okay, so a minute 30 because the guy was doing both, right? And Joe, while this guy is doing this and he's timing him, Joe is pelting him with firefighter questions. Like the history of this and that and what's this and what's that. And this guy is huffing and puffing trying to do all this and remember and know how to answer these questions. And I'm telling you, Joe's a nice guy, but when he's in training mode, I mean he's not mean or anything, but he's tough. He's not gonna he doesn't give an inch. He's like
No, we don't.
It's
we
it
don't
was pretty
pull any-
amazing.
We don't pull any punches.
Yeah, it's kind of cool to watch, but it kind of felt weird because I was videoing it like I was some kind of weirdo.
As you should.
But, because I felt the guy is huffing and puffing and trying to get this done. Here I am, like this. Oh my gosh, this is amazing.
Aw.
So, are you sad now?
Wasting.
Have you ever heard of a? You want to maybe
wasting
use
the
a fork?
deliciousness that Aunt Julie spent so much time on.
So sorry.
Oh no. Oh, what are you doing?
Calm yourself.
You
we're
wipe
trying to
that up
figure-
with your finger and you put that in your mouth.
No, with all the people and all
Oh,
the.
I don't care.
I would not.
Oh,
I'm sorry,
that
Aunt Julie.
maple
There are
frosting-
limits.
That
Yeah,
maple
right.
frosting, I would lick it off the table.
No, you would not. All the people's dirty filth. Where have
How
their hands
oft-
been?
How
Where
often?
have their fingers been?
How often
Did I just
do
scratch my
these-
butt? I don't know. Did I scratch my armpit? Did I get in my ear? Did I just pick my nose? You don't know. Suck up that frosting. That's disgusting. Oh!
Oh yeah.
And they wonder why I don't want to use public restrooms.
I'm not licking the toilets.
Well, I don't know. I think if that maple
It's that
syrup
maple syrup was
dropped on
there.
there, he might.
Possibly.
He didn't want to waste any.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys, she brought a pan of these sourdough cinnamon rolls with maple frosting and bacon on top of it. How many were left? Like, there was only 4 or 5 of those cinnamon rolls left.
I take
By
two-
the end of the day,
I took 2 home
oh, you did?
on Monday.
And then, yeah, here's the size of the pan. And this is the very last one. They don't last very long. Yep, that was the size of the pan.
And then
These little monsters ate it all. Oh, and let's not forget Mooch's chug of the, oh my gosh, chug of the vegetable beef soup. And it had a lot of
we got that. That video will be on here. You will see it. It
Yeah.
will be amazing. You got to send that to me, by the way.
I will.
And then,
She made sourdough bread.
oh my.
Yeah, because
Where-
you know why? Will is spoiled.
Yes.
Will and Moocher are completely spoiled because Aunt Julie likes to see people eat her food and appreciate it. And they do, and so they suck up to Aunt Julie
Oh yeah.
because they
Oh, yeah,
want
and I was
all
doing-
of her baked
I was
goods.
doing it big time last night at the meeting.
Yeah, she,
Oh,
yeah, he
Aunt
was.
Julie, you are great. And then
She
I
is
said,
the best baker in all the land, but yeah.
and then I say, Aunt Julie, do you really think that Mary Ann's impression of you is so great?
I don't even remember my impression. Oh, don't worry, Will. I'll make you anything you want. Am I wrong? I mean, anything you asked, all you'd have to do is call her on the phone. Aunt
No,
Ju-
what I
Aunt
love-
Julie,
What I love.
I sure got a hankering for this. And she'd be like, okay, honey, I'll be done.
See, there's that impression.
I'll be done in a few hours.
No, it was even better, and I think we've said it on podcast before. If it is said on this podcast, boom, it shows up whenever that podcast is posted.
And she watches it. It's done.
As soon as she hears that that Will or Mooch needs something down here,
Yeah.
done.
Oh, they're so hungry. Look
Oh,
at
man.
them. They're so far. They don't get anything to eat ever. So Aunt Julie to the rescue.
Oh yeah, and we need some rescuing all the time.
Cream puffs? Question mark?
Hey! Oh my gosh! Did you just say that?
Just wham!
And she's eating the cinnamon roll.
Cinnamon roll. Cream puffs.
Okay, so after Aunt Julie brought those in originally, did you ate like 2 of those cinnamon rolls right off the bat, didn't you? When Aunt Julie brought them in.
One
was
when
on
she
Monday.
first brought them in, and then another one like 30 minutes.
Okay.
Let's
Hour
hang
later.
on.
So
But
we're gonna-
before we get there, let's talk
I
about
want to
what.
talk about how much food she can eat.
Let's talk about the way that I was told that Aunt Julie brought these here.
What was the...
Oh, you weren't?
I don't know.
You weren't here?
Tell me. I was here when she brought them. I was in my office and she
Oh,
walked
okay.
in and I went, oh my gosh.
So I'm sitting at my office doing
Oh.
work, and all of a sudden I hear this come down the hall. I was like, what's going on? Right? And here comes Moocher, just so. Guess what? Aunt Julie brought cinnamon rolls.
Oh my gosh, these tits. This is real.
Just
this is
the
this is
giddiest-
real.
The giddiest skip that I've ever seen, like she was floating. It was so
It was
great.
like she was already experiencing the sugar high without eating one yet. So then the little these two come in here and they eat their cinnamon rolls, and then a little bit later, Chief Joe comes in, and he's sitting where Will is sitting here, and he pulls out. This is classic Joe. And Mooch is getting out some soup that I had made over the weekend for an event that we had. There was one big jar, like a canning jar. It was full of vegetable beef soup, and I mean,
Okay, hang on.
this is the real
she's
deal
doing
stuff.
this.
Oh, it was big. No, come on,
It
it
was the size
wasn't.
of my
It was
hand.
a liter
I mean,
jar.
is this like a fishtail? Because
You want me to get the jar?
he's a fisherman, so I
I'll get
mean,
the
if
jar.
the fish was this big, his story is gonna, it is what it is. So, here you go. Here. Is that
Okay.
the one?
This is the jar.
Is that
It
really?
still has remnants of
Oh yeah. Okay, so
said
that's
soup.
the jar. Okay.
ginormous.
So she gets it out because Mooch is perpetually hungry. She's never full, I don't think, ever. I don't know that I've ever seen her, well, I can't say that now because after the soup she was actually full for a while.
She may have
I
been
didn't
hurt.
eat dinner that night.
She may have been hurting a little bit too.
So old Joe sees her over there with her soup, and he just gets this great idea to whip out his cash. And that I shouldn't even say that. Nobody, what would you call that? Not pickpocket. What would you call that? If someone was trying to steal his money. Fell on the side of the road. Like someone came up and tried to steal his money.
Mug?
Yeah, nobody mugged Joe. By the way, he's kind of a big guy, so probably not a good idea. But anyway, nobody mugged him. But old Joe likes to keep a little money on him all the time. So he whips out a $50 bill and slaps it on the table and says, "If you chug this, I'll give you $50. And I'm like, "Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now?" And she's thinking that she had to think about it for a little bit. So I'm glad that she at least had to think about it. It just wasn't instant. So she thinks about it for a while. And Joe whips out his phone and decides to start recording whatever it is she's going to do. 17 minutes. 15 of the kid deciding and then chugging an entire jar of vegetable beef soup.
Okay.
This isn't like it's all broth. There's a
No,
lot of
there's
meat
some-
in there.
And it wasn't really chugging. Like the first portion
Well, it
was
took
kind of
15 minutes. So it wasn't chugging.
chugging, but trying to get all of the
It was the-
vegetables and beef.
The broth
down.
was chugged, but the vegetables and beef. Come on, I don't want. We didn't. I guess she's here at a fire hall, so if we had to perform the Heimlich, we could.
Mhm.
But who wants to?
What?
And
What's
I want
safer
you to-
place? What's
I don't want
safer
you to
place?
perform. What do you? She thinks she wants you to Heimlich her.
If I have to, I will.
I know you would, but I don't think it would feel very good.
Not on her, no.
So yeah, so maybe let her chew her food. But anyway, she
Okay.
actually did it. She ate every flipping piece down to the last carrot, because if you think Joe let her off easy, you would be wrong. He inspected the jar and he said there's
absolutely.
still a carrot down there, and
Absolutely.
she had to fish it out and eat it.
The rules of the bet were made very simple.
Ah! I gotta send something to Steve. Anyway, go ahead.
Later.
Sorry, Steve. In 27 minutes. They're at a meeting in Salem. He needs this. I think it's his CPR certificate.
Oh, okay.
So anyway, okay.
Do you need to do like right now? Like disappear for
I'm just gonna,
15
just for
minutes?
2 seconds. You guys are on your own, just for
Okay.
a second. I just gotta take a picture of it. He said it's in his mailbox. He
Oh,
said
okay.
there's something in his mailbox. He said
Something
I
in
just
the
need to take a picture.
Is it
It's
a
in the show.
CPR card or?
He said it was like a CPR certificate or something.
Huh, that's weird. Okay, well, you have fun out there doing whatever you're gonna do. We'll just be in here entertaining. Yeah, you can't take an hour off just so that we can do our podcast, because the people want our podcast up. It's wild, actually. I am surprised at how many people actually call and text me saying, "Oh, when are you gonna have your podcast up?"
Did they actually?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Seriously, they're like, "Hey, you guys do a podcast yet? Oh, is your podcast up?" I never thought that was gonna be a thing, right? So, for everybody that actually does watch this stuff, thank you, appreciate it. Share it with your friends. Maybe you guys can call and get us some sponsors.
Okay, that's it. I just had to take a picture. He was right. It was something he had to. It was an EMS provider skill sign up.
Oh, so for his EMR, probably.
Okay. Anyway.
I thought he already had this one.
He does.
He has.
Isn't he?
He has the ASHI EMR, which is not the state licensed one.
So
The
what
one
does-
that Boxman did.
I wonder if he gets points from AOL. He
He
must
probably
get some
does.
kind of points or something.
I'm sure he does.
Just gets so many points every year. Anyway, it's a whole thing.
How many points do you need?
I don't know. Yeah, that's Goalie.
Oh, okay.
I let Oli manage his own AOL points.
Bless you.
Did you just burp?
No, she tried to sneeze, but it didn't come out.
Oh.
So I can't bless her soul because it's still in there.
All right. So anyway, what else do we want to talk about?
What else you got?
I'm very excited for the playoffs this weekend. I love what
Chiefs are still in there.
Kelsey said about that, and he said everyone, he knows that he's going into a hostile environment again for the Ravens, and he says, they're just going to play the best game they can. They're up for the challenge, and they know they're going to be in a hostile environment. And for all the haters, he just really doesn't care about them. So I appreciate his outlook. They're just a football team trying to make it to the Super Bowl, just like all the other three are. So, go Chiefs! If he is on the Chiefs, and there's three other teams, that would total 4, but the
Are you
other
sure?
3. Anyway, so
So
yeah.
I've been picking on Marianne quite a lot this week, and I think I'm getting under her skin finally. I feel like I'm about to get stabbed.
I mean, I'm close, and
Oh man, Monday. We gotta talk about Monday.
What happened?
When you slammed the door in my face.
Oh yeah, that was good. Hey, when Uncle Paul calls and asks for something, not Uncle Paul. When Director Ramsey calls and asks for something and tells me he'll be here in a little bit, then I get my butt in gear and get prepared everything he wants to see.
Oh, don't talk to her. Don't say words near her.
Okay.
Shut the door.
Here's the deal. I like everybody I work with very much.
Unless she has to get something
But if
done.
if I'm under the gun to get something done, everybody stop talking to me until I have completed my project, because I don't like to miss my deadlines. So there you go.
So, what happened when this was going on? Because we were trying to get a podcast done. We were going to do the podcast that day. Because we had a little moocher here. And I was patiently waiting.
He was not patiently waiting. I swear,
I
he
wa-
kept pacing back and
I
forth.
walked out once
He
to
kept
come
pacing
talk
by
to
my
you.
door, and
No,
then
no,
one
no.
time,
No,
then
no,
he comes
no,
over
no.
to the door, and then he just real quietly starts to look in, and I simply rolled my chair back just like this, and grabbed the door and looked at him. Shut it. Screw that. Screw that.
No, because here's
Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
had to walked
Business is
in,
business.
peered around, saw she was still working on meeting minutes, started backing up, and here she comes.
Business is
I said, okay, I got it. I'm leaving.
Yeah. I wasn't taking calls. Kaylee's out there saying she's got her. I could hear her. I'd have to come out to print something off. Kaylee, she's got her door shut. I don't think she's taking any calls right now. And
it was ginger.
yeah. And so it is what it is. Well, if I got priorities. I like to talk to all my peeps, but when duty calls. Hey, if you get a call, like a 911 call,
Uh-huh.
are you waiting for me to hang? Oh wait, I just want to say a few more things.
Yeah,
no,
but you're not.
they are
I'm
out
not-
the door.
I'm not in the same building as you.
What do you mean you're not in the same building?
If we get a 911 call, you stay here, I leave.
So maybe
That's
I
different.
maybe I had one more story I wanted to tell you.
That's too bad.
I guess you're. Well, what is it any different?
I didn't say it was. I didn't say
Director
anything.
Ramsey's call
I
was
didn't.
practically would be a 911 call to me.
I didn't say it was any different.
He wants to see something. I'm gonna
You just could
produce
have been
it.
a little nicer about it.
Well, what was I mean? I didn't call
You
you.
slammed
bad.
the door in my face.
I didn't call you any bad words.
Don't talk to me further. I don't think
I'm
I
known
don't
to be
think.
a little sharp.
I don't think we talked very much that entire day.
Yeah. I think I'm known to be just a little bit sharpish. And that is why I work so well with this guy, because he's not, well, he can be, don't get me wrong, but for the most part, he's not sharp like that. So, it's like yin and yang. And Mucho over there, she just goes with the flow, man. She's like, hey, whatever. Just I'm not talking to her until she talks to me, and that's probably the right thing. And yeah,
I talked to you twice.
yeah, she did.
That was it.
She was brave. So yeah,
What's really fun,
that's
though,
how it is.
but, don't ever lock me out of your office.
He has a key to my door. I must have been given off the vibe though, because I tell you what, he did not open my door on Monday, because he can, because he's done it before. But I must have been given off that vibe. Maybe don't unlock the door. Maybe,
Not today.
Maybe that's taking your life in
Today
your own
was
hands.
not the day to do it.
Maybe that's not a good idea for you.
Nope.
So yeah.
I don't know. The day that I did it, though, probably wasn't the day to do it either.
And when he does it, I can hear him. This is him This is him walking up to the door when he knows he's gonna unlock it. He does this little hummy dance, and he. Yeah, am I not right? I am right.
Nope.
And
Completely accurate.
And then he'll open it up. Hey, what are you doing? Anyway,
Yeah,
that's
no,
what
I
I
was,
have to do.
I was sitting there at the desk, and I turn around, and I was gonna talk to you, and then I saw your door was shut. I was like, oh, she's pissed.
I'm not pissed. I'm just trying to work. Oh my gosh, these people.
Because I think the first time I came out, your door was shut, and I looked at Mooch and I was like,
What'd you do?
uh-oh.
No. Everyone
She
says
said,
that if I lock my
yeah,
door.
it's going to be a long day.
It's not necessary. Well, I mean, okay, here's the deal. If I have my door shut, usually it's because I have something that is time sensitive, and I want to fully use all my little brain cells to work on that project so I get it done on time. Usually my door is never locked or shut. My door is never shut, and people can come talk to me at their leisure. So it just freaks them out when I shut my door.
Yeah, because you usually do it when you're angry with all of us.
Oh, well,
'Cause you
I mean,
can't-
come on. If I was mad, I would shut it, because you don't want me to be mad at you.
Or
To your face.
There
Come
are
on.
times, there are also times when we're working and we've got an event going on here, a bunch of people come in, we've got to get stuff done. You can hear all three of our doors shut systematically when we're trying to get work
It's hard
done.
when everyone is in the foyer
Mm-hmm.
and we're trying to get stuff done and everyone's talking. It's difficult to concentrate on what you're doing.
Mm-hmm. So, and it's funny because you can hear it systematically happen. You can hear your door goes first, then mine goes, and then Joe's
And
goes.
Joe's goes. But sometimes Joe's quiet about it. Sometimes Joe like gets up and he quietly shuts his door, and all you know is the next time you look down there, it's closed. No, not me. I'm not slamming it. These guys might want to lead you to believe that, but that's not true. I might not slam it. I just shut a door normally. But these guys are like, oh no, shut her door, so angry.
The other time that I close my door is when I hear the Imperial Death March coming down the hallway.
That's me.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun,
Yeah.
dun, dun.
And then usually she's yelling from her office, which one of you are busy? Kush!
Yeah, that happened yesterday. I mean, I had a question. Either of them could answer. I was just wanted to see who didn't want to be bugged.
Well, I didn't want to be bugged either, but I always
Oh, you know what? I will actually bug you.
Yep, even if I don't want to be bugged, it's going to happen.
And I'm not saying anything against my Chief Joe, because I think he is the most fantastic human being. But when Joe's got stuff to do, you can feel it. Because you just can feel. I walk in his room and I'll ask, but he's not mean ever. But I can just feel like he's got stuff to do. He'll stop and he will take time to answer whatever you want. But it's a vibe. You can feel like he's busy. And he's like, what you got? And because he's kind of like, come on. Now, if I do that to Willem, I don't know. He's just a big softie. So I can go in there and bug him and stuff, and even if he's busy. And
But
he's just Will's just a softie.
well, also, I have a little bit more multitasking skill than Joe.
Hmm.
Joe has to be focused on one thing at a time,
Mhm.
where I can still kind of work and kind of listen to you.
I get that.
It's not very good
No, I get that. I get that.
because
You
usually,
can multitask.
usually when you're talking to me, I'm still doing the computer
Mhm.
thing, and then when I have to think about something, I'll go like this,
Mhm.
and then come back to you.
Yeah. Yeah. Joe will stop everything and give you his undivided attention every time you walk in there, even if he's busy, he will stop what he's doing and give you his undivided attention. It's just I've worked with him for a long time, so I know when he'll give me his undivided attention, but I know that there's points where he's like, is this necessary? Do you need to be bothering me right now?
Hey, Monster, if you ever watch this, because I know I tag you in every podcast that I do, Monster Energy. Could you do me a favor when you're designing the cans? Put the logo on this side.
Why?
Mine
Be-
is. Almost.
What the?
What's wrong?
So if I want to point the logo toward the camera so that I can better
Oh, so you
advertise
can
your product, I can't just grab it and go for it. I have to turn it back over around. It would be a little bit more
I
convenient.
think they
Apparently,
appreciate
you got.
all your free advertising.
Yeah, I'm sure they do. You
Look
got.
at yours has an orange top and hers doesn't.
Yeah, you got moochers right. It must just be the way
Maybe
the
it's-
label comes off of the machine.
Maybe it's a different factory. Maybe they have more than one factory.
They very well could.
Because I think your orange is darker than hers. Hers is lighter color. I
That's
wonder
all
if
that they have at Mini Mart now, but it's still the same thing.
Huh.
Yeah, it's, anyway, if you could check your machines and make this
for our
convenience.
because we do have 21 followers, Monster. I'm sure all of them.
I'll
drink
throw
Monster.
a Monster Energy sticker on my forehead if you want to sponsor
I
us.
won't. So I mean,
Just
good
throwing-
on you, but
throwing that out there.
Yeah. Okay.
FTC, Fire Department Coffee. I haven't tried this one yet, the Sugar Cookie Rum. I'm
Why
kind
not?
of excited about it.
That was the one that you wanted.
I was really excited about it, but I want to use all the other stuff I have first. I finally ran out of my apple pie whiskey. Super good. And Uncle Paul, I know you watch sometimes when Aunt Julie has this on.
When you have no choice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uncle Paul tried some of the apple pie whiskey while he was here reading his media minutes and was very excited that our coffee had booze in it. Our coffee does not have booze in it. We say, it says right on the bag, right here, spirit infused, non-alcoholic. Gives you the feeling that you're drinking while you're doing this job without actually drinking. So,
Thank goodness you gave us that clarification.
non-alcoholic, says so everywhere. Non-alcoholic. Had to make sure that Anne knew that it was non-alcoholic. She kind of gave me a worried look the
Concerned?
first time that it came in the mail.
Yeah, well, it is what it is.
Yes. So anyway,
Okay, what else? What else you got, guys?
let's see.
Talk to my football.
You left fairly early last night.
Dude, I don't like large crowds. What are you talking about? And truly, I had Oli put my horses in, but horse people are weird. See, I
Yes, you
can't
are.
even. So they
Spoiled
want
brats, they
special. The horsey's got to have this and it's got to have special that and all the things. So it's no big deal if the horsey person does it, but when you make your husband do it for you, no. I just tell him. I just give him the basics. Just bring the horsies in, give him one flake of alfalfa, and I'll take care of the rest when I get home. So I wanted to get home to.
Man, I went down to the rescue with Tiffany one day.
Yeah.
And we were kind of in a rush because I don't remember what we were doing that day, but I helped her with the
It's a horse rescue. He's talking
Yeah.
about a horse rescue.
Boxman's horse rescue.
Horse rescue / sanctuary for older horses.
Yeah, horses, mini donkeys,
Yeah.
goats.
I think
They
there's a
got
mule
goats.
out there. Yeah.
But anyway,
Yeah, all kinds of stuff.
helping Tiffany with the feed bags. Like they get all the feed bags set up prior to. And this horse gets this horse. I get it. Everybody gets this. My issue becomes like you have. Maybe I shouldn't say this. We'll go away from it. Never mind.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea.
Yeah, we'll stay with
Everybody has their own way of doing things, and I will say this: Boxman's, those horses at Boxman's, the equines, because there's all different kinds, get the best possible care
Oh, yeah.
on the face of the planet, hands down. He spares no expense for those animals, medically, nutritionally, housing.
Oh, yeah, they
he
all
takes the very best care.
Everybody
He
has
goes the extra
a
mile.
specific diet plan.
Yes.
Everybody,
If they have medications,
if there's any medications, everything, but just the feed bags, like,
it could be complicated.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I'm not a horse person. Let's
Mm.
put that out there. I'm not a horse person. I would rather have a four-wheeler because I don't have
Yeah.
to feed it when I'm not using it.
But Larry loves every one of those animals, truly. I mean, he loves those animals, so he takes great care of them.
Oh yeah, it's
Yeah.
wonderful care. It would be way more than I would care for the animal.
Yeah.
Like I'm the kind of person that if the animal no longer serves a purpose,
Anyway,
it would probably
so,
go to Larry's.
He'd probably go to Larry's. Yeah, no, he takes good care of his animals. And Will's wife works there a few days a week, I believe, or I don't know how it all works, but she works there and she helps with the care. I think she really likes it.
She loves
Yeah,
it.
she likes it. She likes people she works with and for, so
And-
it's worked out really great.
And she loves it because she can take the baby with her, and
Yeah.
the baby can run around on the rescue. And
They
play
just
with
strap
all
the baby to one of
animals.
the horses, and then she comes back on the end of her shift and
Yeah.
picks it up. I mean, whatever. Run her under a tree, out in the snow, whatever. But yeah, no, just kidding for anybody that would think otherwise. No, but she does take her baby with her.
Mhm. And the baby gets to play with the horses
Yeah.
and give them treats and
Yeah.
all the fun stuff.
Mhm.
So Tiffany likes it. I'm just I'm more like Ole. I'm not the horse person. Okay, time to come in, guys. Okay,
He'll bring them
here-
in.
here's-
Yeah.
And if you did the food, you put the food in the bucket.
Yes.
He would put the buckets out.
Yes. But it's got to be basic stuff. Like if
Yes.
I have two different feeds that I feed because I have two brood mares, and so they get a different feed versus my old timers. I have two old timers and two brood mares, and the old timers get a different feed plan than they all get a flake of alfalfa each evening, but everything else is kind of different. So just so that there's no mess ups and everything. Like Kid, my old man, he gets a special hoof supplement because his hooves aren't that great, so that nobody else gets. So I just want to make sure that they get. I just like to make sure that they're well taken care of too. So it's just easier for me, and I don't have as many horses or equines as like Larry does. I think he's got, I don't know, 13 or 14 maybe now. So it's different. For me, it's just 4. I can do it myself. But yeah. But Ole likes my horses because all my horses are very kind and gentle. Every one of them is just, right now, we have the best herd. They're all very, very, extremely kind horses. So you wouldn't have to be a horse freak like I am in order to go out there. You could just pet them, and they're so sweet and kind, and they would never want to hurt you. So anyway, they're sweet.
And you're only like a couple weeks from the baby.
Yeah, and I went out and checked. My one mare, she's at 335 days gestation today, and I went and checked her this morning, and her bag is a little bit bigger this morning. So this is her first baby, so she's considered a maiden mare, and I'm just super excited. I'm just super excited to have a little baby on the ground, and I think she's gonna be the best mother. So super, super excited.
Oh, little hollyhocks.
Little hollyhock's gonna be a mama.
But yeah, what else we got going on?
Maybe it's just maybe we'll cut her short.
I was gonna say because there's a lot of stuff on the back end that we're working on that
we can't really talk about.
that we can't really talk about.
Yeah.
We might bring it up in the next episode
Maybe.
if we get somewhere. But right now we're trying to figure some stuff out. There's some meetings that myself and Marianne and Chief need to have to figure out what we're gonna do with our lives.
So exciting.
It's gonna be great. But so we'll probably cut today short and.
Not that some of you don't mind that we cut it short, because like old Steve-O told me, he can't
you
sit
can't
through an
hang for
hour
an
of
hour.
anything. So
Maybe we need to be more entertaining for an hour. Steve? Give us some subjects that you'd like us to talk
they
about.
would like you to dress up as a clown.
Oh, I'm in. I'll do it.
I know he would do it.
I am in. Let's do this.
Let's see if
Um,
Steve wrote me back. Oh, what's it say? Oh, no, I got the old thumbs up from Steve. He's happy
yeah.
he got that.
So Steve, you can throw us some subjects you'd like us to hear. If you guys have any questions, if you want to know a little bit more about us. I don't know if you've noticed, but at least myself and Marianne are very open.
I mean, it's life, right?
Yeah,
It's
I think
life.
we're finally to the point in life where I don't care what you think.
Yeah. So we'll
So-
just tell you
so
whatever
we'll-
we want.
Yeah, Moocher is still kind of young. She might still care. She doesn't talk very much. We're trying to poke at her.
She's a good girl.
She is, and she's very chatty when she's with her people. You are not her people yet, apparently, because she doesn't talk very much on here.
That's okay.
But we'll fix it. Yeah. So if you guys have any subjects you'd like us to talk about, you want to hear anything else,
We
leave
just
a
have
comment.
questions about anything.
I don't know if there's a thing up here to subscribe.
I really have no idea. Seriously, I don't.
Mooch
I mean,
knows.
I think. Do you watch these back?
No, God no.
I don't either. So.
I do go on there because I'm weird. I do go on there to the video itself, and then I like it just so that we have some likes.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, because if you
I
have
guess
more
I
likes,
should do that.
if you have more likes, it's supposed to figure out an
Moocher, you
algorithm.
better start liking it.
It's supposed to figure out an algorithm to send it out to more people. The more likes a video has, the more it goes out to people. So if it doesn't have any likes,
But you can't like it multiple times. It's just
correct.
one
It's
thing.
just
If
one
you hit
like.
it again, it'll unlike it.
Correct.
I go back and play it for like 5 minutes just so we get the view count.
Oh yeah, I do that
I
too.
like
You
it.
do?
Oh, I do that
Oh
too.
my
Yeah.
gosh,
So
I guess I should
because
do that.
on YouTube, if the video has more views and more likes, it gets sent out more. So yeah, I do that too.
All the
So
things.
start watching some stuff.
Okay,
Jeez.
I better start watching.
Okay.
Okay, well, I'm so glad you got to see us this week. I hope we didn't bore you to death.
Oh, we probably did.
But
But Aunt Julie, thank you. We love you.
these guys.
I'm sure my mom's watching.
Hi, Paula.
I guess I'll see you Saturday.
You gonna go see Mama on Saturday?
She's coming up here.
Oh.
So I guess I'll see you Saturday.
Okay, bye, everybody.
Okay, bye.
Peace.
Yeah, sit there and smile.
God,